This is the plaintiff, Taria Harden. She says the defendant, her ex-boyfriend, stole her car, got drunk and crashed it, and now won't pay for it. She's furious because she bought the car this year and now it's totaled. The defendant claims the accident wasn't his fault, so he doesn't have to pay. We'll see about that. She's suing for $3,000, a portion of what she's actually owed. This is the defendant, Alan Younger, Jr. He says the accident wasn't his fault. Insurance paid for the car, and he simply doesn't owe the plaintiff any money. He's sad they broke up and was hoping there'd be a way to get back together, but now that she's gone and sued him in court, he isn't so sure they still have a chance. He's accused of ruining a girlfriend's day.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says her ex crashed her car and he won't pay. But he says the accident wasn't his fault. It's the case of the breakup, crack-up.
Sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Taria Harden, you are suing your former boyfriend, Alan Younger, for $3,000, the statutory maximum in your state. According to you, you're out a lot more than that because he damaged your car, crashed your car. Tell me what happened.
Okay. On the night of June 12th, I was going out with a few friends of mine, and I decided to leave my car home. I drove in a car with my sister.
So you were out on a girls' night out?
Yes.
Okay.
Like around maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock that morning, I received a call that he was in an accident.
Who did you receive the call from?
Somebody that was on the scene with him.
Okay.
So I didn't know he had my car, so I'm just thinking he was in an accident with whoever he was with.
Are you still out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I tell my sister to drive me to the accident.
Well, he's going to ruin your girls' night out one way or another. Go ahead.
I tell my sister to drive me to the accident, which she did. So when we got there, the first thing I saw was my car in the middle of the street. So I get out the car, and the cop car was like on the other side of the street. And I'm like, what happened? So the lady looking at me like, is this your car? I said, yes, I'm the owner of the car. So she said, we have somebody in the back seat. She said, do you have any identification for him? I said, I don't have it on him, but I'm pretty sure he have ID in the house. So she said, okay, well, is there any way you could go get his ID? Which I did, and I came back. So when I got back, I looked at my car. I gave her his.
Have you seen him at this point? Have you seen him?
Yeah, I see him in the back seat of the
But
cop
do you
car.
talk to him? Or you?
No.
Okay.
So I go to my car, and I'm looking like, it looked hideous. Within the next 2 minutes, a tow truck came. The police called the tow truck to take the car. At the time, I didn't know, but he hit two parked cars.
Oh, they're parked cars.
Exactly. I seen one person outside at the accident, but I didn't know who he was. He was just snapping
How did the
pictures.
parked cars get in your way?
Then I was intoxicated and I blacked out.
That's your defense?
No, but that's the part where it happened. I blacked out, so when I woke up...
Did you get arrested?
No.
So if you found out that the guy didn't get arrested and he had passed out drunk in the car, would you go to the brass of the police department and complain?
No, I now go to a police station.
How come?
No.
You wouldn't do it? Huh. Would you do it?
No, I would just get the money to fix my car.
Okay, I mean, you're being honest. Would you do it? Would you go to the police?
That's not any of my business. I'll just be happy to be alive still and just get the money back and fix the car.
These guys are all on the run, I can tell, going inside the courtroom.
Why didn't he get arrested?
They didn't even give him a ticket. The lady, the cop that was in the car with him, she asked me, she said, could you just take him home?
Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Well,
And
why
that's
didn't you
what I
say
looked at
no?
her.
Arrest him.
I looked at her and I just was shaking my head like, are you serious? Nothing.
Do you know the officer's name?
It's on his police report.
Hand it to me.
I couldn't even believe it myself.
Where is this?
No.
Newark. It's not like this is Mayberry RFD in some little town where everybody knows everybody else and you just dry them off.
Exactly.
Did you know the cop?
She probably know me. I'm short dog. She probably know me.
Why would she know you, short dog? What's so cool about you? You heard me.
I'm a boxer. I was becoming a professional boxer, so people know me through the town.
Is he all that?
No.
So I'm at a loss. What's your defense? I got drunk and blacked out. That's not much of a defense. Can't say it's the other guy's fault. The other guys were inanimate objects. How long did you date him?
2 years. But this isn't the first car he crashed them on. So
Get out of here.
No.
He
And
crashed
that's
another car of
Another
yours?
car. It was just like this, but I mean, another incident where
Why would you leave your keys around this guy?
you know what? I thought he learned his lesson. If I would have known that it was gonna repeat itself again, I swear I would have hit my
First of
keys.
all, does he have his own car?
No.
So he doesn't have a car, and you left him at home, and you don't take your keys with you?
No, I had my keys, but I had a spare key, which was in my drawer, supposedly hidden, but he went in there and took them.
So you dumped him after this?
Of course.
Right away?
No.
No?
No.
When
Because
did you Go ahead, I'm listening.
When I finally did get rid of him is when I asked him, when I found out the car was totaled. I thought that it could be fixable. But when the insurance company told me that it was a loss, and I'm asking him for the money, at first he told me he was gonna repay me. He was gonna pay me $200 every week until I could at least get another car. After about the second week, he just was like, oh, well, I don't owe you anything. It's like you're gonna get the money back from the insurance. And I'm like, they're not gonna pay me to get another car.
No.
They might pay for the rest of this car, but they're not gonna pay me to get another car. Meanwhile, I have to take my kids to school on a bus. I have to get to work on the bus, and he didn't even care.
What's your response to that?
I cared.
Well, show me how you cared. How much did you pay?
She kept on harassing me.
You mean asking you to pay for your accident?
Yeah, calling me all times of night and stuff. So I was getting aggravated. Ain't like I wasn't gonna pay her, but she kept on harassing
I don't know. It is like you wasn't going to pay it because you didn't pay it. So how much money did you pay her? What was your name? Short Dog? Because I'm sure you make a lot of money, and so you have the money to pay her. So what did you pay her for this accident?
Well, at the time I ain't paid nothing because she was rushing me, and I don't like to be rushed.
I don't like to be rushed. You go take that bus and put your kids on the bus.
Exactly.
And that's what you have to do because I don't like being rushed. Yeah, you ain't all that. You know what you are? You're a guy who owes $3,000. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so that decision goes the way the plaintiff is the defendant right here. He called himself Short Dog in the courtroom. What's your reaction to the outcome?
Oh, man. You know, it is what it is. You know, I crashed the car, so...
You take responsibility for it.
I wasn't going to pay for it. She just kept on harassing me, and I don't like to be rushed, so... It's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned.
What's the lesson that you learned out of it?
Not to drive drunk.
Well, good. You still have feelings for her?
Yeah, deeply.
All right, right around the corner this way, okay? All right, so come on in here and tell me how you feel about what you just heard from him.
I mean, he know what he did was wrong. So I'm happy.
He said he still has feelings for you.
No, that is over.
Well, he does. He does.
I don't.
You have nothing? You've moved on?
Of course.
Okay. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, here's the deal. She should take the money she won and give it to the insurance company, since the insurance company has already paid her and she's really not allowed to get double recovery under her policy. I know a lot of people don't do that, but technically under the policy, she is supposed to do that, and she should mail that money over to them.